to. Evo, ulaz u tvornicu.
Vidiš, windows open.
Window is open. Bog ljudi, čisto da imate viziju kaj se dešava tu i kakva je to cuga. Ovo je čovjek koji stoji za cijele priče, Kyle, Bairnsfather. He's the owner and producer of everything. Idemo. So Kyle, what can you tell about the whole thing, how you started? How many years did you take inside and everything?
So Daniel on the internet, typed in Czech glass, 1997. I was looking for something to export because I had experience with the Czech glass, and it came back to me absinthe. I go, absinthe? Well, make that in the Czech Republic. And then I looked further and I found all these chat rooms of people who wanted to buy absinthe, and there was nobody supplying absinthe. So I said, well, I've got to find a producer here that makes a natural product, which I found also by fate. Some chemist from DuPont sent me a label of rum, and on it was written Martin Sebor.
Martin Sebor, da, stara distiljerija.
He said, I hear this guy makes good natural absinthe. So I contacted him, I bought 6 bottles, sold 6 bottles, bought 12 bottles, sold 12 bottles, bought 24 bottles, and so on and so forth.
Kao što ste skužili, Kyle je počeo s pričom, upoznao čovjeka koji je stajao iza distiljerije Martin Sebor.
So everything that we have here today started with 6 bottles.
Sve što se tu nalazi je počelo sa 6 boca. Ovo je kuća od čovjeka koji je sam napravio svojim rukama.
$20.
Eto stars. I puno rada, da. Snimi Klaudija Liker, ovo je distiljerija, odnosno kuća u kojoj se proizvodi cuga koju pijete, koja lupa tak dobro kad lupa. Idemo dalje.
There's lots of interest in Hollywood, in the music industry.
You have some famous people around you that are buying your products, like
Johnny Depp. Rammstein buys a case of reality absinthe before every tournée.
Rammstein.
Return.
Da njih svi znamo.
Music producers from Park Avenue, some bands in the U.S. buy it. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson used to do it. Aha.
If you want to look at the plant.
Evo sad ćete vidjeti upravo biljku kak izgleda. I od njezinih sjemenki se radi cuga.
Growing wormwood for 10 years.
10 godina se uzgaja.
To find out how it works, what its life cycle's like. And these are 2 plants we have from Switzerland that we use for seeds.
To su prve biljke iz Švicarske koje su korištene za sjemenke. Od toga je počelo.
The leaves are a little bit finer. But also I've noticed that when it's young,
yes,
you see the difference?
Yeah, the leaves are different.
And people who don't know this, they would come here and they go, "Oh, Kyle, this is not the Swiss absinthe plant. Look at the leaves." Now I realize that the first 2 years,
yes, it
has wide leaves. And these are 3 years old. And once they get, it's like a little child.
It grows.
The plants are like it has a life cycle.
Of course.
So it's like this, and it just spreads out as much as possible for the first 2 years, and then it comes into like an adult or after pubescent, and it comes out like this. So it's not different plants; it's just different stage of the life.
Yes. What water do you use for making the products? You have your own water?
We have our own water from an underground spring.
Podzemni izvor ima, svaka čast.
Mountain ridge.
Snimi to što pokazuje.
This mountain ridge divides the watershed in Europe. This side of the mountain goes to the north, to the Baltic Sea, and on the other side it goes to the Dunaj, to the Black Sea.
Tu se račva voda s izvora. Jedna strana je prema Baltičkom voda, druga ide prema...
So the water that we use entered between that ridge and here.
Snimi riđu. Gore ovaj.
And there's just forest and field.
This is the place that you're working your all products. The distillery. It's called Likerka.
The Czech word.
Czech word for distillery.
No, for
For
a likerka. You have a lekarna and likerka. And in the past, they were the one and the same. You have a lekarnik. This is the same in
Like
Croatia.
Lekarna.
And you have a likernik. And a lekarnik and a likernik 200 years ago were the same person.
Ista stvar, jasno. Great.
And what they did is the lekarnik, the doctor, and I have it in my old books, it says a good way to make extra income is to produce healthy, or from the plants,
Of course, natural.
a natural drink, but that's diluted with water, and you add sugar so it tastes good.
Za ljude koji ne znaju, diluted with water means, znači da se miješa sa vodom.
Before, everything was just in the small tinctures that we make.
Like a concentrate.
And they would just take that and it tasted bad. And they said, well, let's make it taste good. And that's how the liquor started. So in the U.S., there's not like a word, likarnik or likerka,
Yes.
because everything there is distilled.
Yes.
So here's it's more of the mixing of the herbs with the alcohol or with water.
The natural way. Of course. Can you show us how the likerka looks like inside?
Yes. Welcome to my world.
Idemo u Kajlovu likerku, gdje stoji cijela priča. The smell is great. Miris je predivan, ljudi, ovo si ne možete vizualizirati, osjetiti ovo, tu ne učete. Šta je to? Eto, tu su proizvodi. Tu se cijela stvar odvija.
So here, kind of the office and when I mix stuff.
Ovo je Kajlov ured.
Here we have what I hope to be the last recipe for the distilled absinthe.
Ovo je novi proizvod, zadnji recept koji se radi na njemu i taj će nam proizvod donijeti zlato u Francuskoj definitivno. Eto, to ćete biti još obavješteni. Idemo dalje.
This is our production line. We do everything by hand. We wash the bottles, and we fill them, and then we cap them.
Snimi stroj za boce tamo iza.
And we fill a bunch up at once, and then we label them here.
So everything is done here.
The tank.
Sve se ovdje odvija. Pune se boce, peru se, čiste, stavljaju se labeli, sve živo. Snimi naravno, on nek se vidi da tu biti. These are the tanks. Great.
This is a special tank. This is a freezing tank. There's spirals inside the tank and a compressor outside. And here we cool down the absinthe below zero. Before the filtration. Then when the alcohol temperature decreases, the volume decreases, and what was inside will come out, so the filtration will be cleaner.
Great. Pure.
Here we have the tincture, new tincture of Oshka.
Otočke. Tinktura, koncentrat.
The herbs are all out. There's not much to see. But you can sniff.
Si osjetila da? Kako lupo, prejako.
And that's just it. Just through your nose, you can feel that there's power.
This is very powerful.
There's something in there.
You clean my fancy. It's great, really great.
In here. Here we have some of our own wormwood crop
Da.
that we dry.
This is the plant that the Kyle is making the products. It is his own plant.
We're going to have a small test bill.
This is for testing?
Making small amounts.
Idemo još vidjeti da. And here is where the fun is.
Oh, and here we have in Czech it's called a salonik.
Salonik?
It's from the English saloon.
We're offering the customers and everything. People can try here. Snimi, da, oni desno. Snimi.
This was a prime minister.
Ovo je desna slika prime minister od Češke, to isto snimi.
And he's a presidential candidate now.
Sad se kandidira za predsjednika čovjek. Right. Yes.
He liked that he tried everything, and he said the absinthe was the best.
He liked the absinthe the best. Bitter nuts.
Well, he tastes all the same.
Yeah, it's much.
The thing he wanted the most was the T-shirt with "Create Your Own Reality." He liked that.
Yeah, I like the logo. The logo is great. Catch the bottle, one and a half later. Kad ćemo kavu fino sortirati svakom da si popijemo, uživati, ja nemate pojma kaj je ovo i nemate to ni doživjeli dok ne dođete probati i gotovo.
I have an extra on this also, so I haven't had any.
This is a new product. We are bringing that to Croatia in a couple of days, so you could try it.
Not too sad. Had to stop my alcohol consumption, but I'll make an exception.
Of course.
I haven't tried this.
It's a special treatment. Special occasion. Ovo je zapad. Evo kako se živi ljudi. Čisto da imate viziju kako se pije i živi. To ne ide u biceve, to je za kućnu brigu, za partije, za ljude koji kuži kaj se dešava, malo drugačiji efekt jer je tu i ono unutra. Tu i on svi znamo kaj ne smo mogli pročitati. I to je to. Uživati. Snimi sebe da vide ko je stavio iza kamere. Smile. My wife, she was behind the camera, Claudia. One more hello to Kyle. That's about all, folks. Bye.